Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Vigilante My Hero Academia Illegals, episode number 8 reaction. So the previous episode we met a new character. Her name was Makoto and she is like a student journalist, I think, something like that. And she was not a student. I don't think no, she is a student. She was in the university. Yeah, she was a student. So she wanted to talk to Koichi because she had a few things that she wanted of him, help her out with her research. And at the beginning, obviously it didn't make sense why she was asking him for help particularly. But later on, we get to know, almost at the end, we get to know is because she thought that he was the crueler, but and her power, obviously her quirk is like polygraph. She can literally figure out if you're lying or not through your body, through body contact. And because Koichi thinks of himself as the crawler, not the crueler, he denied it and it didn't trigger anything in her quirk. So she had a really good plan in actually making him like admit that he is one of the vigilantes, but the execution was a little bit, it fell through because she didn't realize how particular Koichi is about his name. That even it didn't even like get caught in the polygraph. But anyways, like we had that whole section. She was trying to find out the truth. Over there, Popstick was constantly getting frustrated because of Makoto and Koichi hanging out with each other. All that stuff. So yeah, nothing really happened that much, but it was like a funny episode, and we did get introduced to one of the important characters, I'm assuming, in the future, because she's literally in the opening, so I'm guessing she'll have a bigger role to play in the future. So yeah, anyways, let's see what happens today. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, speeding. Stop right there. Oh no, this is a convenience store robber. Yeah, that's true. Oi! Hey yo, long leg? Oh my god. Crazy. What the Looney Tunes? Yuki. Oh, who's this? Bro, he's dead. Captain's. What? Yeah, don't do that. That's his All Might hoodie. Oh my god. Alright, bro. He doesn't care. Nice joke. Bro, just stop. Why are you here in Japan? Oh my god, now you have to wash the damn hoodie. Hopefully it's not permanent. Oh boy. There he is. What was his name? Mr. Celebrity or something? Captain Celebrity? Professional. Hmm. Major. Captain Celebrity. 10 years. Who? He is actually the top ranked hero. Uh, oh, he has flight. So he's like Nana. Damn. Christopher Skyline. Oh, he arrived in Japan. Damn. Hey. That is pretty impressive. Issues. Oh no. Oh, wow, that is crazy. Well, he destroyed his hoodie. He's trying to. Hmm. Oh no. Yeah. Oh, it's a villain. Okay. I thought it was Captain Celebrity doing something crazy. Wait, what is that Godzilla? What the hell? Bruh. Hey yo. Oh no, this is. Hey, imagine. Oh. Oh, the tongue. There you go. It's good lord. Great. Alright, it's a whole lot. Oh my god. Where are the heroes? Wait, what? Bro, can you help? Oh my god, this guy. Yeah, you do. He's waiting for the. I was gonna say the media. All right. Yeah, this guy is absolute trash. All right, you keep floating there then. And now he's gonna do it. Yeah, he has a whole theme song to him. All right. They're the one who's making the. This is, oh my god. What type of new brain rot is this? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, oh, it's a dog. Oh, yeah, okay, I see. That seemed like a very human name, Masahiko. Great. All those people dead in that building if they haven't evacuated. Oh my god. Right. Yeah, and okay. No! What the hell? Um, but sure, bro. He was waiting for the time. Yeah, but his methods are so damn bad. Oh god. Cruel. Yeah, you go and do your media stunts. Right. Yeah, you destroy my outfit and then you insult my hoodie. You destroyed it two times. Alright. Coach is probably watching it again. Oh my god. Uh, First it was the front, now it's with the back. Oh no, what's happening here? Oh, the buildings. Buildings, right? Alright, the people will not like this now. I feel like, yeah, this is why, like, he has this bad reputation. Right. Yeah. He's waiting for his media team to come. Right. Okay, one thing. His quirk is flight, right? How is he so strong? Like, I could understand if he has like some quirk like All Might. What? Yeah. Yeah, the whole cheerleading team. Captain. Oh god, they're making a whole YouTube montage of this. I don't think so. Uh, right. That's funny. Goiz is not happy. Oh, it's Makoto. I didn't even recognize her in the cheerleading squad. Yeah, you are the one who saying. Great. Oh boy. Ruler. Time to dip. Yep, because otherwise she'll recognize him. Boss. Oh, because he's the one who hired them. Right. Bro, piss off. Yeah, but what? Yeah, I don't think she's interested, or it's not really registering in her head. She just wants her report. Wait, you know him? Soaring Stallion. Captain Celebrity Poolside Raw. Secret. Oh, that's where the bad reputation comes from. So I was wondering, I was like, he's doing his job pretty well, right? So how does he have bad reputation? Pop steps here as well. Wait, he doesn't realize that's him, right? I'm talking about. Oh yeah, he doesn't recognize him. Yeah. Bruh. With some kind of. Right, this guy is problematic. He's not a hero. He's a what do you call them? The influencer. Oh, good lord. Oh, it's his wife. Oh wait, she was doing this to get her. I was gonna say, so she got hired by. I was wondering why was she just letting this guy because Makoto's pretty like from the little I've seen her from in the previous episode. I'll talk about it later. What? Look at this. Alright, time for the vigilantes to come in. Mm. He is having a bad day. Right. Yeah. What? Why? Uh, yeah, that's why you. Right. What? Rebranding? What? What is this? No more messing around was to strengthen. So he became a delinquent, like one of the lawful delinquents. All right. Oh my God, this guy is a whole can of worms. Also, what the hell is All Might? All these Godzillas and every dinosaurs are coming out. I think I've seen it two times only throughout this whole. Like these all these episodes. Oh my God. Wait, another thing. When uh, Midoriya's time comes, um, what was her name? Stri- Stripes. No, what was her name? I forgot her name. Kathleen or something. That was, like Bale or whatever her name was. She was the top American hero, right? So I guess this guy falls off later. Oh my God. Like he's still the top hero, but I'm guessing he's gonna fall off later, or something is gonna happen, or maybe he'll retire or something. I don't know. Yeah, and uh, Stripes and Stars, she'll take his position. I'm guessing. Okay. Oh, there's still something. Dad. Oh no. Yeah. Oh no. This place is a mess. Oh boy. Yeah, I guess. Right, and he's drop me out of school. That's a lie. Yeah, fulfill life maybe. Yeah. Oh no. Uh, all right. Oh, she's here. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh, for guests. Okay, okay. Wow. What? Oh God. All right, there you go. That was today's episode. So today we had Captain Celebrity, and this guy is an absolute scumbag. He, now, what I have to say though, like he does, it seems like he does do his job properly, like saving people, but his work ethic is absolutely horrible. He waits for the reporters to come. He waits for his media team to get ready. He waits to make a perfect situation so that he could pose his and flex his skills so that it comes out well on photograph, and is a total show off. And yeah, so even though he does save people, he does do his job, it has a lot of conditions attached to it, which makes it completely useless at the end of the day. Because if you're waiting for your media team to come in while whole ass place is getting robbed and getting hijacked or something, yeah, you're not a hero. You're freaking one of those third class influencers. So yeah, that's what he is basically. And and that's why people call him, what did they call him, Captain Catastrophe or Captain Calamity or something like that. So because of that. So yeah, now that's his whole thing. That's why he came to Japan apparently, because in America things are going like he has a lot of bad reputation, so he had to come to a different country to change his image and make to show to people that, oh, I've changed, I'm a changed man, like. So yeah, but like with his popularity still being at one, I do wonder if there's a lack of American heroes or something. Like, how the hell is this guy at number one? Like what is going on? Like, is there really nobody? You have to, like, oh, I guess because of the popularity. Like, it doesn't matter how better the job you do, he's probably hogging all the spotlight, be it good popularity or bad popularity, every single thing, he's just at top position. Like, as they say, even bad publicity is publicity. So something like that. I guess that's why he's like top heroes, because all people talk about are probably him in America. And his reputation, since it has like a good chunk of it has a lot of bad stuff about it, he had to come here, I guess. And yeah, so this freaking guy, he he I don't know what to say. Like, obviously at first Koichi was like, oh, like, he destroyed my hoodie, he destroyed this and that. But like I said, at the end of the day, you just cannot, even if he's doing his job, he's just doing it for the for like he's doing it only for the camera. Like, if there's no camera, he's probably not going to save person. If someone's like getting robbed in front of him or like attacked in front of him, if there's no camera, he's probably not going to do anything. So what the hell is a hero? Like, how the hell is that a hero? That's not a hero. So yeah, that's the thing. So that's why I was like, yeah, he's just right. He's like one of the modern days, like social media influencers, like the nasty ones. Obviously there's a lot of good people as well who use their fame and popularity to do good things and stuff, or just who lives their life normally. But then there's also people who fake stuff. He's one of them. He's one of those type of people. So yeah, that's that. Now, so the whole thing was Makoto. I was a bit confused here because I was like, wait a minute, like Makoto obviously, like like I realized Makoto is like going there for to get like interview on him. But I was like surprised at the fact that even with all of that, the fact that she actually went with him, because this guy is absolute trash. But then I realized later on that she was specifically hired by his wife to report on him, and like basically to spy on him, and yeah, and that's what she was doing. And on top of that, I guess she also wanted a little bit more scoop on him. She is a reporter, so she will want the juicy gossip and everything, I guess. So I guess both of those things kind of aligned perfectly with her, what she wanted. So yeah, she was like, all right, you know what, I'll take this job. And she decided to come and literally phoned or texted his wife on the top floor, and Captain Celebrity was like, "Oh my God, who are you talking to?" And then he was like, "Oh no, I need to do something good, otherwise this is bad." And he was trying to find some crime happening. He saw some bank getting, like, bank getting robbed. So he just went, took out the enemies, did a little pose in front of the camera, like, "Oh, I saved the day," and took Koichi, like, snapped some pictures with him, and he was like, "Oh, it's just the fans, it's nothing else, just the fans. I was just doing a meet and greet." Nothing else. Yeah, all right, there you go. So that's what he did. And then Makoto was like, "All right, you know what? Time for a brand change." And they made him like the leader of the delinquents, I guess. And now he's like, "What the hell is this?" So yeah, it's just one after the other. This guy is just, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I'm assuming either he retired later or he fell off, because later on we know who becomes the number one hero in America. It's Kathleen Bale, right? That was her name, right? Wait a minute, let me check. Let me just double check. Uh, Kathleen, yeah, Cassie. Um, Wait a minute. Star and Stripes was her name, right? Star and Stripes, yeah. What was her actual name? I think they called her. What the hell? Where the hell is her actual name? Why can I not find? There you go, Kathleen. Oh, Bate, not Bale. Ah, okay, okay. Right, right, right. Okay, so she's Kathleen Bate. Right, okay. So, yeah, I was a little bit wrong, but yeah, Kathleen Bate. So she became the number one hero later, right? So from as far as I can remember, she was like, obviously she was, I'm assuming, at least 30, maybe. I'm not sure exactly her age in My Hero Academia, when Midoriya was um like maybe like 17 or something. When Midoriya was like 16, 17, like the last part, because Kathleen was introduced almost at the end. Like, she was introduced literally in season 7, or was it 6? I don't remember. So it was like at the end. So at that point, I think like all like of Deku's classmates are probably 16 or 17, something like that. So if Deku is like 17, and I'm assuming Kathleen is like maybe 28, maybe 30, I don't think she's older than that. That would mean currently I am assuming Deku still isn't born, or even if he's born, he's like probably 5 or something. So that means 10 years from here, 10, 12 years from here, um, Captain Celebrity is going to fall off. Or something's going to happen, and Kathleen is going to climb up the ranks, and she's going to become the number one hero. Right. So yeah, and this freaking guy, Captain Celebrity, he is number one hero for 10 years. How the hell is that possible? Also, like I said, I am a bit curious. Like, how is he's so strong? Like, I can understand. They said, mentioned that his quirk is like flight or something. I doubt it's all just flight. There must be something else, right? Because we saw him picking up the whole damn ship with his hand. That's like All Might level power. So I do wonder, like, what exactly his quirk is. It's not pure flight. You know what? Let me check. Mm, Here we go. Captain Celebrity, yeah. For 10 consecutive years, he's ranked as among America's top heroes, 10 heroes. Patrolling the skies, protector of life. Okay. Where is the part where they explain his flaw? Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's literally holding a ship. Passenger line in distress of the New York coast. Alright, so he's strong. I still cannot find the place where they mentioned his quirk. Where is it? Christopher Skyline, Major League Hero is from USA, birthplace of heroes. I cannot find it. Anyways, I'll check it out later. I think they mentioned his quirk was like flight or something, but I doubt it's normal flight. It must be something else, right? There must be something else with it. Otherwise, how the hell can you hold a whole damn ship in your hand, like, and lift it up? That makes no sense. So so yeah. Okay, now yeah, we get to see him in today's episode. And today's episode, nothing much to talk about really, because we get involved with this guy who is a full, like a, like one of those heroes. You know what? This is like perfect example of the heroes that Stain we're talking about. Like, these are the heroes that Stain absolutely hate from the bottom of his heart. Doing stuff for money, popularity, and just as a show off. Like, this was like the main thing of My Hero Academia, where one of the biggest grievances in My Hero Academia for a lot of people were that I guess the commercialization of hero, how the heroes were literally becoming like a product. Like, oh, you give money, you give popularity, the heroes will then do something. But at the same time, there was this whole, I guess you could say, dilemma between like two sides, where people were like, obviously, like, hero, they are also like doing this as a job, so they need to get compensated for it. Like, nobody's really going to do like a volunteer work for these type of things. You're literally putting your life on the line. So that whole thing about heroes getting compensated, monetary compensation, and then the other side where people were like, oh, like, they're just doing for the money, which is something that I guess Stain and a lot of other people heavily despised, where it's just about the money and the popularity. Like, the whole true, like, essence of a hero got lost in the new generation of hero completely. Like people like All Might, Deku, who do it because they themselves have a soul of a hero. That is different than a lot of modern day heroes who are just doing it because of people like him. This freaking guy. You see this guy? He's like the major example. He's probably like the best example you could give for people like him who are just doing it like completely. Like, you know what? This is the thing. Like, obviously, I feel like it's wrong to say that there are, like, because like, there'll be very less amount of people who genuinely does it from the bottom of their heart. Very less amount of people, very rare people, like maybe here you can see Koichi, over there Deku, All Might, who genuinely wants to help people. And these guys would probably do help people out and be a hero even if they're not paid any money. That's what I think, at least. Like, Deku seems like that type of person. Koichi is literally doing volunteering. He's literally doing vigilantism. Nobody gives him anything for that. He's not getting any compensation, nothing. He's doing it because he wants to. So that kind of thing. And same with All Might as well. I'm guessing All Might would also do the same. Like, these are like probably like a few exceptions of people who would still be a hero, still help people, even if they don't get nothing out of it. They're just going to do it for doing it, for saving people. So yeah, but obviously you cannot expect everyone to be like that, right? Like, and it's not wrong. It's not wrong to want something like some kind of compensation, be it monetary or something else, when you help people out, right? It's not wrong. Like, but you know what is wrong? What is wrong is when you do stuff like this, where you're literally waiting for like the media to come and like whatever, like people to catch you on camera, and then you're going to do something, say something. That is what is wrong. you know like, so what? Like, you're literally seeing someone getting attacked in front of you, and you're just going to wait until your media team comes in and they give you a BGM so that you can like do a whole YouTube montage for it. Like, what is this? Like, that's not a hero. Like, you're not even like, that is like some next level low life crap you're doing. So yeah, that is horrible. So obviously, I'm not saying people should do this hero work for free of cost. Obviously not. You cannot expect anyone to do that. People have to put food on their plate. You know. So yeah, it's okay to ask for monetary compensation for these type of things. That's fine. But this is not fine. What this freaking guy was doing. So I think that there's a line to it. There's a line that you shouldn't cross, and this guy has crossed all lines. So yeah, he's I think he's like the best example you can give for heroes who are literally selfish, so selfish that they're just going to do stuff like this. Maybe he started as genuinely a good person, maybe genuine, and maybe he became like this. But it's just at this point he's just doing some crazy stuff. Like, can you imagine? Like, there's one thing. Like, if he was just like this, like over the top and everything, it still would have been okay. What didn't sit well with me is the fact that he was literally waiting for like his media team to come in to start rescuing people. That is bad. Everything else he was doing, it's fine. Like, a lot of people are like this. A lot of people are gaudy, like over the top. It's okay. Like, yeah, you want some, like crazy, like you use some crazy background music to your thing. Sure, go ahead. But why the hell are you waiting for them to come and then you're going to start helping people? First and foremost, you're supposed to be a hero. Like, that's literally your job. You're supposed to help people out when they're in need. That's why people pay you. That's why people, like, look up to you. You're putting you're putting the cart before the horse at this point. So yeah, anyways, this just like Koichi, I also don't like this guy because I think he's a bit too much, like with his whole nonsense, like, but who knows, maybe he'll redeem himself in the future. I don't know. He can redeem himself if he changes his whole damn attitude of like, oh, I'm not going to do anything unless and until my media team, my background music team comes in. So yeah. All right, there you go. That was today's episode. And yeah, like I said, Makoto literally was hired by the guy's wife. And she was like, oh, by the way, here you go, your wife is on the line. And he's like, oh, I'm just helping people out. These are just fans, just normal fan interactions, nothing else. Yeah, so there you go. Right, and then there was the final section where Koichi's mom is coming, and Koichi apparently, like lied a few of the stuff, kind of embellished, like like a few of the things. For example, he said something about I guess he's living a fulfilled life currently. That's not a lie. But obviously, the other stuff he said, where he was like, "Oh, people, what did he say? Wait a minute. I have a lot of friends. People love me at work," or something like that. She said, "Wait a minute. Just a minute. Wait. School's going fine. They value the job I do at work. Oh my god. Excuse me. Leading a fulfilling life. I think he is leading a fulfilling life. I don't think that's wrong, because you can see he likes what he's doing. He likes vigilantism. I don't think he particularly likes his part-time job. I don't think he likes that. He's going to school as well. Not school, I think university. Yeah, and yeah, he has people who hang out with him. Even if it's a old man who's just crazy about like justice, and this other high school girl. But yeah, I guess he's living a fulfilled life, but the other ones are not right. Like, and yeah, Popstep is like, what's so bad about it? It's more or less true. And then he's like, and I have a wonderful girl. And Popstep just leaves. blushing. Oh boy. And then his mother comes in. I love how his mother is like looks at everything and she's like, okay, things look good. Looks at the inside the fridge and she's like, all right, things look good enough. Okay, and now that's all out of the way. Who's this person you're talking about? This girlfriend? Introduce her to me immediately. And coach is like, yep, that didn't take long. Oh god, right. Oh my god. Anyways, so yeah, there you go. That was what happened. Let's see what happens next. His mother is definitely going to, tell him to bring his girlfriend in and introduce her to her. Like she's literally saying that. So yeah, I do wonder what coach is going to do here. Okay. So right, and there you go. That was today's episode. Now, that was my overall impressions for today. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the very first scene, we get to see Koichi chasing a motorcyclist who is running away. Not running, but using his bike to go get away. And this is where we get to see this motorcyclist is freaking Luffy from One Piece. Just stretches his legs and just kicks him. Oh god. And yeah, anyway, his quirk is long leg. Okay, so he cannot elongate any other part of his body. His leg is just long. All right. Anyways, yeah, coach was going to get completely squashed under the bus, but like Mr. Celebrity comes in, Captain Celebrity, and yeah, saves him. Then goes and attacks or fights off the guy. Yeah, and then he comes in and he's like, "Hey, how are you doing, boy? You're a pretty brave boy." And he's like telling him that, "Oh, you know me?" And he's like, who the hell are you? And he's like, "Oh, you don't know me? I am the #1 hero in America, Captain Celebrity." Okay. Okay, you know what? I think I just realized something. He never says he's #1. He says he's top ranked. Top 10. So I guess he's not really #1, right? I guess he's like top 10. So yeah, I don't think he's #1. I do wonder who's #1 in America. I would have said it's All Might, but All Might is currently in Japan. I don't think they call him like, yeah, obviously he was, as far as I can remember, the All Might started his whole hero thing in America, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So and then he came to Japan, was it, or something? I've forgotten. But yeah, but I do wonder, like, in America, who's #1 currently? Maybe someone who we don't know. But Captain Celebrity, he never really says he's #1. He says top 10 or top ranked. That doesn't mean he's #1, I guess. But yeah, but we know later on, a few years later, we know who's going to become #1. It's Kathleen Bate. Obviously, she becomes #1. Currently, I'm assuming Kathleen Bate is probably in maybe like in high school or maybe like in college or something. I think probably Kathleen is the same age as Koichi. Yeah, that would make sense because Kathleen is a little bit older than Deku. Maybe like 7-8 years, I'm assuming. And Koichi is also kind of like that. So I think Kathleen and Koichi's age are similar. So if Koichi is in university now, I'm assuming Kathleen is currently in university in America or something like that. So yeah, they mentioned I forgot when she became a hero. I forgot that completely. They mentioned that in one of the episodes in My Hero, I think. But anyways, for now he's like, "Oh, you don't know me," this and that, and he introduces himself, and then he scribbles his autograph on Koichi's hoodie, and Koichi's like, "What the hell is this?" And he's like, "Oh, like that is very what did he call it? That is very that is priceless. Now your hoodie has like my autograph in it." At which Koichi then says like, "Oh no, people have different way of like appreciating something. I don't find value in this and stuff like that." And He's like, you destroyed my All Might hoodie. And he's like, who the hell is All Might? And you can see he just doesn't. Right. So, anyways, he scoffs off and just leaves after that. And then we get in the news, we get to know more about him. Captain Celebrity. He apparently is like the symbol of America or something like that, all that stuff. And Knuckle Duster kind of says that, yeah, even though he has done quite a few good things, there's a equal amount of scandals behind him. And, you know, right, and that's why people call him Captain Catastrophe or something. So, anyways, Coach is not happy about it because his whole damn Parker hoodie got ruined, and now he's like trying to rub off the ink. Yeah, so he's not happy with this guy, and I can kind of understand it because like you can see that how Koichi and him are completely two of the on the both sides of the opposite spectrum. Koichi does things without expecting any kind of compensation. He's literally a vigilante. He's volunteering for stuff, doing stuff like that. While this guy, he doesn't even move if he doesn't have any type of media coverage. So they're completely on the opposite side. Yeah. So obviously Koichi doesn't like him. Like his whole personality goes completely against Koichi's morals and his way of doing things. So yeah, it makes sense why he hates this guy. Or he was like actually saying something negative about him because Popstep was like, it's the first time I've heard you say bad things about someone. So he's like, yeah, I don't like him. Right. Anyways, then we next get to see this kaiju. Godzilla's here, destroying everything, and we get to see it's again Hachisuka's job. She's the one who did it. But she's like, yeah, this monster is pretty damn big, kind of useless. So she leaves, and this thing is just here wreaking havoc in the whole place. Koichi is trying to help everyone, and Koichi comes across what's his name? Captain Celebrity. And he realizes that Captain Celebrity is waiting for his media team to come. And he's like, oh, I have to wait. I cannot do anything now. And Koichi is like, yeah, you do whatever then. And Koichi goes off to save Masayuki, I think, or something like that. Masahito or something. I thought it was a baby or something, But yeah, later on we get to see that Koichi, when he's like going off trying to save, it was a dog, it was a puppy. But then Captain Celebrity's media team comes in, and Captain Celebrity goes and starts fighting the monster. And yeah, and there you go. He does all of this, like the camera is like rolling. We have like BGM and stuff for him, and his popularity is rising. So this continues. He has a whole damn theme song dedicated to him. And while all of this is going on, Koichi is dodging like building debris, which is literally falling on top of him because Captain Celebrity is wreaking havoc. So yeah, then Koichi finds the dog, saves it, and goes away, and was almost going to get squashed but Captain Celebrity helped him. Yeah, this is the second time he got saved by Captain Celebrity. I do wonder if camera was not rolling, how, like, I'm sure he has that amount of humanity to at least help someone when he sees that he can help them and they're going to die, because this section and that section, Koichi was going to die there. So I do hope that he has at least that amount of humanity that, like, when you really realize that, oh, this is someone who's going to die and can save him, hopefully he has that amount of humanity that he actually saves him. And even if camera wasn't rolling here, I do hope he still would have saved Koichi. But anyways, I don't know. This guy's kind of crazy, so I wouldn't be surprised if he literally was like, "Oh, no camera. Yeah, I guess I'm not saving him." So yeah, but I don't know. I feel like he's not that low, or who knows? Like, yeah, at least he should at least have that amount of humanity, right? But anyways, he saved Koichi and the dog there, and everyone's like snapping pictures, and he's like, oh, I saved this boy, and just dropped him down, started signing his hoodie and be like, there you go. And Koichi's like, god damn it. I have to watch this thing again. Right. Anyways, but then the dog gets returned, the kid is happy. Right. Oh my god. And then Captain Celebrity comes and he's like, oh, could you please stop darting around underfoot in that lame outfit? change your dress or just leave because yeah, I don't want you coming in my photograph. And I'm like, wow, this guy is rude as hell. Good lord. Right. Anyways, after that, we have the building that was like almost destroyed was like going to fall down. So they're trying to evacuate people, and people are stuck there. But Koichi comes in. Koichi goes and tries to help the people in there. Captain Celebrity also comes in, and he's like, "Oh, let's collaborate, boy!" And they start collaborating. Captain Celebrity obviously is saving the girl because it looks good on picture, while Koichi is like on top of him is like the sumo wrestler, and Koichi cannot even move with that weight, and he's like, "Bro, can you please help?" And he's like, "No, I'm not going to be seen in photo with us, with a dude. Yeah, this is more picturesque." And oh my god, so yeah, there you go. He keeps hogging the spotlight, keeps doing all of these things. Koichi's getting pissed off, you know. At the end, he then brings in his whole what's his name, cheerleading squad. Yeah, and Makoto's also there. You can see later on. He's like doing the demolishing, and then Koichi realizes, oh, it's that's Makoto senpai. And right, so after that we have Captain Celebrity telling Makoto that, oh, like we should do an interview, this and that, and Makoto was like, okay, sure. And like I was saying, obviously I knew that Makoto was like, like she must be very like keen on getting like an interview for him. But the fact that he was like literally like grabbing her hand, touching her shoulder and everything, and Makoto was not even twitching, like her facial expression and everything was just completely poker face. I was like, damn, like really, even after all of that, she's not getting pissed off at him. Like like he's literally invading her personal space, and like just met this person. Like who the hell does that? Anyways, so he was being a bit extremely annoying. So I was like, all right, like Makoto seems pretty damn calm about it. So I was pretty surprised at that. But yeah, then later we realized she was hired by his wife. This was a whole job for her. She was, oh my god, she was spying on him. Anyways, later on we get to know from uh what's his who? Oh yeah, Knuckle Duster comes in, and Knuckle Duster is like, oh yeah, this is why he has a bad reputation. It's all with women, So he does his job obviously, but there's a lot of other things going on at the background. So like this part, nearly all his lawsuits have had to do with women. Um, the biggest one being his estranged wife's demand for damages. So the big, even being stripped of all he owns hasn't dropped. All right, so basically, right, so he's penniless now, I guess. I guess now that his wife can't keep an eye on him, he's jumped right back at it. Okay, so yeah, apparently that wasn't the case. You can see Makoto's like, while he's like talking to Makoto's like fiddling with her phone. I'm assuming she was reporting all of that to his wife, literally beside him, standing. Oh my god! Right. So, anyways, after that, next day we get to see Koichi and Popstep are there. Makoto's there. Makoto's like, "Oh, Koichi," and then you know, Captain Celebrity comes in and takes her away. To the top of the restaurant, and then there was the whole what do you call it, the thing, the bank robbery that was going on, and he's like, who cares, we are here now, let's that doesn't matter. And then the phone rings, and he's like, just a moment. So he's like, she's like, oh, hello. Pamela. And he's like, wait, what? I'm having lunch with Chris right now. Yep, your wife. Why are you talking to my wife? We met online last week. She's been asking for my advice as a friend. So he said if he's still messing around abroad, he hasn't learned his lesson. I'll use it as evidence for the lawsuit. Alright. So yeah, now he's like, uh, uh, okay, and where's the bank robbery going on? Okay, let me just go there. And he goes there, beats up the guy. And then when everyone's like, "Oh my God, Chris," and he's like, "Stop! No one, no women, please! I'm going to get, I'm going to get, like obviously his pictures are going to get taken, and it's yeah, she'll use that as an evidence." And then he's like, "I need to find someone." He just starts like just looking at the crowd, and he's like, "Oh, you there, boy? I know you. Come with me." Takes Koichi, and it's like, "Come," and he just goes and he's like snapping pictures with him and everything, and he's like, look, it's just fans, like nothing else. So then Makoto's like, you know what, I know what to do. She's like, I know a very good way to change your whole brand. Your brand up until now has been this, so we'll change your brand. So now this guy is the leader of the local delinquent squad. And he's having the time of his life, I guess. At least that's what he's showing on camera. He's smiling, he has a big smile. He's like, oh, I'm having so much fun. Right. So yeah, that's where it ended. And then obviously the after credit scene, we have that section where Koichi's mom is coming, and Popstep gets embarrassed when he talks about like how he said that she has a girlfriend and all that. Popstep leaves, and then his mom comes in and immediately asks him to introduce his girlfriend to her. And that's where it ended. So yeah, there you go. That was today's episode. You know what? Today's episode was funny, but at the same time, this freaking guy is messed up, man. Oh boy. But yeah, there you go. That is it. That was my reaction to episode number 8 of My Hero Academia Illegals. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of My Hero Academia Vigilante. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.